TinkerCAD tips. Welcome back, everybody. In this set of tutorials, I'm going to do a part 1 and a part 2 here. We're going to do some roller stamps. And I have a couple of examples I've made here. Some with simple images like these footprints. Another one here with these holiday Santas. In part 2, I'm going to be showing you how to create these with more of a seamless texture. These will be a little bit more complicated to do. So let me show you how I made these. Let's select everything here and clear off our workspace here. Okay, let's jump over to Google. And on Google, I simply searched on footprint clip art black white, and I found some examples here. And I really like this example here. It's pretty simplified and a good one to use. Now, I've shown you how to do this before. I found the image that I want. I'm going to right-click on it. I'm going to do Save Image As. In this case, it's a JPEG. I'm going to save it into a local folder. Click Save. Then we're going to go over here, and I've shown you this site before too. This is convertio.co. I'm going to click on Choose Files. There's my footprint. We're going to be converting this to an SVG image so that we can import it into TinkerCAD. I'm going to click on Convert. Give it a moment. I'm going to click on Download. I'm going to save this back to that same folder. Now that I have that, let's jump back into TinkerCAD. Let's bring that in. We're going to click on Import. Choose File. There's my SVG. Click on Open. Now in this case, I'm going to click on Art. And notice here the dimensions of this. This is way too large. So I'm going to scale this down a bit. I'm going to scale this back to about 50 millimeters. I may make it even smaller here once we bring it in. I'm going to click on Import. We'll give it a moment to bring that in. There it is. Okay, let's scale that down even more. So I'm going to hold down Alt and Shift. Now by holding Alt and Shift, when I click on a corner and resize it here, everything moves to scale. X, Y, and Z will all resize. So let's bring it down to about there. Let's stretch it up a bit. Now I'm going to roll it over on its side. I'm going to hold down the Shift key and I'm going to grab this rotation handle. It'll do it 45 and then 90. So there we have that. I'm going to select it, D to drop to the work plane. Now I'm going to stretch this out lengthwise a little bit. Okay, now what we need to do is to make a duplicate of this and rotate it around. So Control D to duplicate. Then I'm going to come around to the side here, zoom in a bit. I'm going to hit W to get my work plane tool, and I'm going to put it on this flat edge. D to drop that to the work plane. Okay, I'm going to zoom out. I'm going to hit W again, put our work plane back on the default. Now on this foot, we need to rotate this around 180 degrees so when we consider our cylinder, it's in the same direction. So again, I'm going to hold down Shift. I'm going to click that rotation handle. I'm going to bring it around 180 degrees. There we go. I'm going to grab both of those. I'm going to do a quick alignment, L to align. We'll go down the center like that. There we go. I'm going to select the both of them, and I'm going to use the new bundle feature. So I'm going to hit Control, and while holding Control, I'm going to hit B. Bundle those together. Now I want to go ahead and scale this down a little bit more. I'm going to hold Alt and Shift again. Scale it down, D to drop to the work plane. Now I'm going to grab this over here and I'm going to stretch it out a bit more. And you'll see why here in a moment. This doesn't have to be exact. Now, while I have that selected, I'm going to duplicate it and we're going to begin creating copies of this that go around in a circle. So I'm going to hit Control D, duplicate. I'm going to click on this rotation handle, and for this one, I'm going to type in 30 degrees. Yep, let's undo that. Let's go a little more. Control D, click rotate. We're going to go 45 degrees. There we go. Without deselecting away, I'm going to hit Control D again. And one more time. There we go. We have all of our feet in that direction. I'm going to select all of those, Control B to bundle those together. Now we need to make the other part of the footprint. While I have those selected, I'm going to hit Control D to duplicate. I'm going to hold down the Control key, and I'm going to use my up cursor. Let's bring them up a bit. We need to reverse these feet, so I'm going to hit the letter M for mirroring. And back here, if you can see it, we'll rotate around. There's this arrow back here. I'm going to click that arrow. Oh, it didn't do it. Let's do that again. I'm going to click that arrow. There we go. That reversed those feet. Now we need to offset them. So I'm going to click on that one again. Now on the last one, we rotated 45. To make these offset, I'm going to do 22.5 degrees. Click the rotation handle, 22.5. There we go. Let's go ahead and bring those down. I'm going to hold Control and I'm going to click down a couple times. Those look pretty good. All right. Let's grab all of those. I'm going to Control B, bundle those together. All right, now what we need to do is to create a circle and to make these all round. So what I want to do is I want to bring out a cylinder here. Let's bring this up a little bit. Now I'm not going to change the number of sides on this cylinder because adding more sides to a cylinder is going to increase the amount of time it takes for TinkerCAD to do its union grouping and to resolve. So we're going to move this over here. I'm going to lasso select them all, L to align. I'm going to click the middle this way, the middle this way. There we go. I'm going to bring this down a bit. Now I want to resize this cylinder to where it just cuts off the end of the feet, and you'll see here in a second, I'm going to hold down Alt and Shift, and I'm going to drag this one out a bit. And I'm going to let go. I'm going to bring this down a little bit more. Hold Alt and Shift again. Bring it out a bit more. I'm going to drag this down a bit more. And one final time to just where we're not quite cutting off the ends. Okay, while that cylinder is selected, I'm going to hit Control D. We're going to get a duplicate of it. I'm going to bring that over here, and I'm going to turn that one into a hole shape. On this orange one over here, I'm going to select on it, and for now I'm going to hide it. That's Control H. Now I want to bring out a cube, and I'm going to drag this cube until it encompasses those feet. All the way around. There we go. All right, we're at about 9 minutes here. I'm going to end this tutorial. We'll pick it up on the next one, and I'll show you how we'll finish up making this roller stamp. So, see you on the next one. As always, like, follow, repost my videos if you would, please. Drop me some comments if you would, and we'll see you on the next one. Happy tinkering.